Welcome back to the ongoing playthrough of Pillars of Eternity. This is our 29, I believe, episode 29 of Pillars of Eternity. So we're, what, halfway through now? Maybe a little less, depending on how intense we want to be about the game. So when last we met our party, we were about to go to the Ingwithan ruins called Chilabeg Relan, which is Cleoban Relag, just ludicrously named. There's a lot of sort of pseudo Welsh in this game. I'm noticing. Anyway, so I'm here. The reason for that is I have had a vision. Some mysterious ruins outside of Deerford. The Leaden Key, who I am hot on the heels of, have sent. They've sent a operative or operatives to find this site, so I'm going to do the same. I learned about it from Beodmar, who is a priest in the town. What I'd like to point out, though, before I start, is something really important, and that is this tiny pig. He is my new friend, and I'm amazed. Look at him go through the grass. Oh, he's so cute. I'm really amazed that Itamak hasn't eaten him yet. So my party consists of Adar, the fighter, Dionea, the cipher, Aloth, the wizard, Durance, the priest, Kana, the chanter, and Sagani, my ranger. I have a paladin, a creepy old lady, and a halfling also available to my team, but I've chosen not to bring them along. They have other things to do. So I'm wandering the ruins, and I've just come across what look like maybe some tribe folk. A man stands before you, his face smeared with green and ochre dyes. Hides and furs cover his body, and he holds a spear in one hand. See that? Right there.
Hail, Estremor.
I don't know what an Estremor is, but fuck that attitude. He bares teeth that have been filed to fine points. Back to your village, Estremor. You're lucky the three-tusked Stilgar hunt other quarry today. Three-tusked Stilgar? Have the farmers grown too fearful to even mention our name? We're the fiercest of the 6 tribes of Erglanfath, and we are the guardians of the monument here. Oh, guardians of the monument. I'm looking for a group of people who may have already entered the ruin. So are we. That's why we wait here, Estremor. Stop calling me that. It's like Gaijin. And that's why I've decided to leave you in peace. Okay, alright, we can leave in peace. But if you let me in, I could bring them out for you. And allow even more Estremorun to... It's totally Gaijin. That's what he's calling us. Foreign people. What will you do? We will wait. If they're inside, they must come out. And when they do... my spear is sharp. So, why do people do that in like, movies and... in like movies and TV shows when they're like trying to prove that a knife is sharp, so they cut their thumb on it? Like, your thumb's not just gonna heal magically after that. It hurts. You're like, good luck picking things up. I don't never understood that. Anyway, okay, I get it, Slafota. It's a sharp spear. I'll be going. So, I could probably muscle my way through, but I bet you there's another entrance. Let's go find it, shall we? Ooh, wolves.
How may I help?
It's fine, I don't even need to cast spells.
Hey.
Did Aloth have a belt of some kind? Yeah, look at that. A movement rate belt. I'm gonna give this to maybe Adar, because I need him to be able to rush into combat quickly. Oh, that was cute. Did you see that? Putting on the belt jostled his armor. Watch. I didn't take the belt off though, or put it on. Watch. Bloop. Okay.
Huh?
All right, Piglet. Let's adventure. Alright, so camping supplies. And yeah, what'd I tell you? A broken bridge. I bet I can jump it or something. Let me see my map. Anywhere else I can go? No, okay. A broken bridge lies before you. Most of it appears to have crumbled into the river centuries ago. Let's see out here. Leaving 2 jagged ledges on either side of the water. You see a yawning passage into the mountain on the other side. You might be able to jump across the gap. In worst case scenario, I fall in the river. Turns misjudges the gap and barely makes it across, spraining a wrist in the process. Oh, sprained wrist. You suck. Deflection. Alright, well. Oh, Piglet. Oh, Piglet. What a shame. It's always Durance. It's because his athletics are the lowest. He gets tired climbing walls. He falls down all the time. It's a shame. Alright. So, here we are in Cleoban Relag. The level 1 implies that there's more than one level. This is another type of a dungeon I haven't seen much of before, I guess. It's Angwithan Ruins. I mean, the Caed Noir is Angwithan, but this is like above ground, has like live Glenfathans in it. So this isn't the first time we've seen trolls and oozes working together. I wonder if that's like a thing. Like if that's something that like happens in the setting, I guess. Oh yeah, everybody's got new powers and spells and such. Oh, splinters the target's soul. Wow. Well, let's do it. I want to do some soul splintering. Okay. No problem. Utterly dispatched. Got some plasma.
All right then.
Some ooze. I'm gonna sneak because if you were attending the last time we played this, you'll know that I get killed by traps almost constantly. Alright. Let's throw some spells around here. This music is so Baldur's Gate. It's fantastic. I mean, we've talked about it before, but it's just so utterly reminiscent.
You're not getting from me. You're not getting from me. What?
Maybe if you hadn't sprained your wrist, you wouldn't be in this situation.
And?
You can trust me.
Is he stuck in place? Yeah, he sure is. Well, that explains a great deal. Or does. So stuck by oozes.
Hey.
Swamp slime. It's brilliant.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Brilliant. Good. Happy to hear it. Oh, a fine sword stuck in the wall. Oh. Well, that lurker just kind of came out of nowhere.
Wait, aliens made to
You know, he's dead now. It doesn't really matter.
Not
I wish the game would remember
Nice
to
and
auto
quiet.
drop you back into stealth after a fight. Oh, corrupted druid, eh? All right.
wait, aliens made to
I conjured a wind blight. Let's try to ace these druids. Alright, that was easy. I get some hoods, some logs. Man,
Hey,
being an adventurer is great. Okay.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
Okay. Oh, druids and trolls. These trolls are really friendly. I think trolls in this game just really, you know, like collaborating, and so end up working with adventurer or evil bad guys all the time. Slimes, druids, it doesn't matter. They, you know, they'll work with anybody. They just, you know, they just want to get involved.
Not even slowing it down.
Fantastic. Did I get a what did I get there? I think I saw it was either a scroll or a piece of notepaper. Yeah, no, it would have just been oops. Yeah, nothing important. Nothing important.
hey.
Is there a hotkey for alt?
nice and quiet.
I'm just gonna hover my thumb over this alt key for later so that I don't forget. Okay. So, same old, same old. I find that for the most part with games like this, there's just like a set of things that you do during the beginning of every fight. Like your team is just built a certain way. Which I guess is part of the
Eyes are peeled.
point of learning how to play a game and learning the tactics that your party uses. It would be different, obviously, if I had a different team. I wonder what those guys standing outside think or know about this. Like, do they know that all their friends are in here being corrupt and stuff? Because I feel like, again, this is just like that cult situation before. It's like, doesn't anyone know that all these people are in here? Like, they were guarding the
Not
entrance.
getting through me.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say this, Anguithans, but your ruins are full of grossness.
Hey,
I always wonder about that. Like, the mundane ways that having a dungeon nearby would affect things. Like, does the tribe, Does the tribe know that their druids are living here and corrupt and hanging out with whatever these with the Puigra? Like, I don't know. I feel like what are you guarding those guys outside? Why are you standing around protecting this sacred place? I don't know. Maybe they're not allowed in either, so they don't know. That is also possible, I suppose. Ew, infestation of maggots. Gross.
This isn't working.
Leave it to me.
These things make a great clicking noise when they die.
Hey.
It reminds me of Last of Us, of the like clickers. That noise was so disconcerting. Never the spirit and always the flesh are people of lowered eyes.
Hello? Hello?
Interesting. Here, Durance.
You can trust me.
Look for traps. Oh, dank spores.
Hey.
Oh, shit.
Yes?
Ah, we're fun rock.
Oh, he's so confused. Confused by spores. It's okay, man. Happens to the best of us.
Dead on.
Blast!
Oh, get out of there. Aw, Durance.
You're not getting from me.
On your word. I have them.
I hate having characters get
Yes?
confused. It's so frustrating. Doesn't even matter what game it is.
Black 10.
Alright. Get up, Durance.
Yes?
Durance? Buddy?
Of course.
Hello? Hello?
Yes?
Durance?
Hey.
Fine, chump. See you later. Like, he's not dead, because his portrait's still here, but what the hell? I wonder if he's bugged. That'd be annoying. Well, let's go get another fight and see what happens.
Hey.
Little pig. Yeah, let's.
You're
I
not
guess we'll
getting
just try to finish the
through
fight
me.
without him.
Dead on.
No.
I shall deal with this one.
Poor confused idiots.
Parathis!
my spellcaster's all effed. It's annoying.
As you said. On your word.
Yes?
Dead on.
Leave it to me.
Wayface, staleness, made
Oh, now he gets up. Thanks. You just having a nap through that fight? What a jerk. Okay. Well, let's loot these corpses anyway. So many dank spores. Okay. Of course there's traps in the middle of a fight. Why wouldn't there be? That's fine. Just put traps wherever you want. I don't care. Okay.
Hey. Huh?
Margaret's fire.
Alright. So, I don't know if any of this stuff is connected. Like, there's...
That's settled.
Leave
You
it
know,
to me.
there's all these, like, spores and stuff. No, don't... Oh,
Hooray at this.
cool. Oh, don't attack him. Yeah, so I don't
see
know
what I can
if
find.
the spores have anything to do with the corrupted druids, or why the leaden key is here. We just know they are. Let's go back here and open this door. I'll continue. I want to explore the rest of this level before I move on. Alright. Where's Itamak? Come on, little guy. You can do it. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can get through this door.
A simple test.
Oh, we can. Ooh, a sword.
Hello. Hello.
Animat. This dungeon is like such a hodgepodge of monsters.
Wait. Aliens made you.
Animated corrupted druids, trolls, oozes, spores, and now animated suits of armor.
Settle.
Interesting. So much stuff. Oh, I see. They're Angwithan golems, so maybe he's set here to protect this room.
All right then.
My eyes are peeled.
What do we get? Sura's supper plate. Oh, great. So I have a plate and a door now. Oh, a tiny animat. Yeah, this game is just all over giving me the cool pets. Let's see what we got here. I do so love that piglet. Let's see what this one looks like. Whether experiment or accident, this miniature animat seems to function normally despite its size. It blazes with soul energy. So much blazing. Hey, look at it, it's a little man. Oh, that's great. I mean, it's literally just the normal size model shrunk down. Alright, you can come with us in this dungeon, you tiny little creature. Let's use this shield. Who else needs a shield? Old dual flails here. There. Yeah, that'll do for now.
Hey.
Okay. Actually, I should check and see, because that shield, what does it do? Plus 4 deflection, retaliate when hit with an attack. And this one is grants bash. Yeah, I think I'll keep it. I'll keep it as
Hey.
is.
Now this I haven't seen before.
Really? This you haven't seen
All right,
before?
then.
It's a goddamn floor trap. I guarantee you've seen something exactly like it many times. In fact, you've been killed by them. Like, probably a dozen times at this point. So, I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you have memory damage. Okay. Alright, so this just leads back out that other entrance where the Angwithans are. Where did this troll come from? Well, doesn't matter where he came from, I know where he's going. Into his troll grave.
Time to see and not be seen.
Time to see and not to be seen. Alright. Well, that's it for this level of the dungeon, I think. We'll hustle our way down to the next level. So if the Lid and Key are here already, they must have either brokered a deal with these other monsters or killed them and the monsters have been replaced. And I'm not sure which seems more likely. And
Quickly and quietly.
into stealth mode. Cleoban Relag.
Hey.
Some sort of a great hall, looks like. Worship the god of pine cones here, mayhaps. Oh, a creepy purple door. Series of pictographs, simple but clear, are carved in the column in this alcove. Figures of men and women. I was reading that. With their arms raised are carved in the top of the golem. Suits of armor in the same pose have been chiseled into the bottom. It doesn't look like that at all. This looks like runes. Alright.
Hey.
Let us skulk our way through the dungeon.
Now this I haven't seen before.
You keep saying that. I mean, maybe literally this trap you've never seen. Jeez. Look at me, guys. I'm learning. I'm learning, everybody. Ah, ghosts. Well, it's just one phantom, so much less annoying than usual. Okay, so animat, phantoms. Oh, a lot of phantoms. Alright, we'll try to block this door.
Got it.
You're not getting through me.
Oh, yeah. God, mental binding OP. Like, there's just no reason for me not to use it constantly. Oh, that's creepy. So I'm not seeing the lead and key in here, which is making me think that there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to get Indiana Jones'd on my way out. That, like, I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to find some, like, relic, and I'm going to come out, and they're going to jump me. A lone figure upon the altar. Another member of the procession drives a dagger into his heart. Something flows from the dying man into a white stone perched above the altar. Alright, so it's a sacrifice.
Hey.
Sacrificial altar. Oh, I was going to look at that. Time was a veil to the godless. No blessings to reap and no mercies to sow. It's a weird thing to say.
All right then. Keeping an eye out.
Good to know that, like so many denizens of so many dungeons past, they keep their loot in jars, lying around.
Leave it to me.
Men and women standing in a line, descending into a pool. Those emerging from it stand with outstretched arms and triumphantly serene expressions. Okay, alright.
Hey.
I can get. I'm picking up what they're putting down.
Time to see and not be seen.
Oh, you Tamak. So enchanted. This one, the images of the alcove depict a row of pale stones surrounding a suit of armor. Something flows from the stones into the armor, imbuing it with a golden halo. So they kill people, or they sacrifice people, and then they use their souls to create those animats, I think. Let's see what the animats say in the encyclopedia. Bound the souls of the strongest warriors to intricate sculptures. Okay, great. So we're in an animat factory.
Light, flame, and sound.
Some blights. Whoa, cool sculpture. That's a lot of Adra. So maybe the lead and key are here to find out how to do that. To bind human souls. Or kith souls into let's take a look at it. Men and women carved from lustrous Adra pour the contents of a vase at their feet. Yeah, okay.
Let's see what
So they
lies
do.
this-
Yeah, that statue's really cool. Looks like jadeite almost, but like more see-through, like translucent jadeite. It's very cool. Once I'm done killing these things, I'll take a closer look at it. Yeah. Guy looks kind of like, is that his rib cage? He looks kind of emaciated. And like, he has claws for feet. It's pretty big. Yeah, cool. Is that a skull? Yeah, his face looks kind of skull-like. Ugh, creepy.
If it makes you rest easier.
Yeah, that's a creepy
Hey.
statue.
I can do that. That's settled.
Hey,
Okay. So we'll sneak up, come up this way. Oops.
Let's see what lies this way.
Good plan.
all right then.
Oh. Some stairs. Alright, well, I guess we'll go to this door instead.
Leave it to me. For anything.
Hey, of course.
Okay. A lot of these left over from, I guess, whenever they were made. Several thousand years ago. Jesus, that's a lot of lightning bolts. Whew. Near infinite supply of Engwithan gear.
All right then.
An army of men in loincloths and hides is gathered, dwarfed by a dozen full suits of armor that gloom over them. The descending image is the armor crushes the men. Okay, yeah. So they use their mechano suits to defeat their enemies. No idea why a crossbow would be sitting in a vase, but sure.
Hey.
Okay. So the Engwithans made these things not just to guard tombs, but to
Alright,
conquer lesser peoples, it looks like. Which, you know, I mean, I feel like that's a thing you would do if you had enough of those. I mean, very few cultures hold a standing army just to defend their borders. You know, once you realize the borders don't need defending, it's like, well, what else could we do with these? Maybe we could take over another country. So here's some more of these eggs. Now we saw these before in Cape Noir, right? Like these white stones. They were what the Spiderling guy wanted. To help him restart. They can store. It looks like they can store souls, like soul batteries. They use them to make these animat. Ooh, a tough version of an animat. Look at that one. Okay, we're going to fight them. That's the thing we're gonna do. Kind of neat. Let's try to do a wall. Cool.
Not getting through me.
Good effect on that wall spell.
This thing isn't doing the job.
No, get out of there. The core. It's a +2 perception locket. Intellect and resolve, that's better. Oh, you know who I can give this to. If he, I know he has a cape already. It's annoying I can't wear a cape and a necklace at the same time. Like, yeah, that's a shame. Ah, well.
Hey. Of course.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea,
So,
which is not very.
so this looks like the place where they forged the animat, I think built their corporeal forms. Oh, that's fine, my main character's all over there by himself.
Yes.
Impressive magic missiles.
All right then.
Fighters in iron, relentless and fierce as the thousands of foes. There's men and women swinging hammers and heating iron over a forge. Gotta be so hot in there. If that's actual magma.
Huh?
No, thank you. Let's take a quick rest. Okay.
All right then.
Alright, so I've pretty much cleared this level of the dungeon. Let's head down the stairs.
Hey.
Or up the stairs? So in, down, and across, and up. Probably pretty deep in the mountains. Ah, just another entrance in level 1, huh?
All right then.
More of these Jaquazian dungeons. Ah, cool, another room. I guess we
See
should be
what
sneaking.
lies this way.
You hear water running and see a small stream that carves its way into the mountain. A shallow bottom flickers and wavers just under the water's edge. You look towards the tunnel, the bottom disappears into darkness. From here, it's impossible to tell how deep the stream is. Let's wade into the tunnel. You take slow, sloshing steps towards the mouth of the tunnel, holding yourself upright while the current tugs at your legs. The cold water leaves you gasping, and as it rises past your waist, you fight to control your breaths. The stream bed soon drops out from under your feet. The current pushes you towards the tunnel with growing force. Fuck it. The current pushes you toward the tunnel, faster and faster, tugging you downward. Over your head, the tunnel narrows and drops, leaving only a thin pocket of air. You take a final deep breath before the current drags you into the depths. Rays of light pierce the darkness, but the current is moving too fast for you to see more than flickering glimpses as you speed by. You keep your hands in front of yourself. Focus avoiding the jagged rocks that suddenly appear in the darkness, jutting from the walls. The light winks at you up ahead. You're approaching it fast. We seem to be at the mouth of a second, smaller tunnel. You might be able to reach it, but your lungs have started to ache. Let's do it. Let's send Adar to do it. Yeah, treasure. Adar pulls himself into a tunnel, executing deft scissor kicks while the passage narrows. I like these little, like, side quests where they take you, they take you out and they put you somewhere else. Swirling and tumbling through the darkness, you see a halo of light. Blah, blah, blah. Cool, okay. I mean, there was more for me to explore in that other room, but whatever. I'll go look around in here instead, if that's what you want. Game.
Hello?
I'll play your game. I'll have to go back and explore that other tunnel. I'm not done yet. I don't know how I'm gonna get back to it, but I'll get there. Oh, it just takes me over here. Okay. All right. Well, here we go. I didn't realize I was just in a different part of the same dungeon. Oh, there's my cat. Aw. Oh, I gotta go all the way downstairs and around again. Well, that's irritating.
Huh?
Oh well, that's okay. Just time for me to watch my character run around. Alright, back we go. So yeah, I like those little, like, it's like the game recognizes that there's only so much you can do with an isometric viewpoint like this, like having characters do non-combat action sequences, and so it kind of montages them using those little sepia panels that we saw. And it reminds me a lot of, if you ever played 4th edition Dungeons and Dragons, it reminds me a ton of skill challenges. So skill challenges in that game, actually that's a pretty close analogy. So 4th edition was really only mechanically good at showing you detailed interaction in a combat sense. So you could move from square to square, you could operate within the grid of the game with a fair amount of granularity. So we could see, like, okay, on this round I attack, on this round I activate my healing ability, moment to moment through combat. But once that's done, once you're not doing that anymore, you're looking at a circumstance that the game doesn't have the ability to cover granularity in any granularity. So they introduced this thing called skill challenges, which were pretty much just montaging your way from moment to moment. So, like, just like this game, it would say, okay, to be able to pass through this section, you need to make an athletics check, then like a constitution check, and then an acrobatics check or something like that. And they would be different branches that you could take throughout the skill challenge. I thought that skill challenges were maybe one of my favorite parts of 4th edition D&D. It's cool to see something like that in this game because it's recognizing, hey, a pillar, an eternal pillar. But yeah, something that I think is really cool, that the games do that. They recognize that they're not necessarily capable of doing everything that they want to do narratively, so they have subsystems to explain what else they want to illustrate in the game. Also, what is this thing? Oh, wow. Yeah, this must be what I found before. Corrosive lash. Draining. Cool. Big two-handed smashing weapon. Hang on to that.
Hey.
Alright, so let's save and go check out this
All right then.
this machine. Oh, it looks like, so the leaden key were here. In a vision, you see the same stone machine you approached moments ago, but from a different height and angle, as if through different eyes. You'd heard rumors that some of your brethren were sent here months before, yet you see no sign anyone has been here. In fact, the cobblestones are covered in a fine layer of dust. Ash. You suddenly know what this will cost you, and you are ready. The orders were clear. The effects of the machine in Clea Ben Ralag were wearing off. A child had been born not far from Deerford recently, its soul intact. The machine would need to be reactivated. So this is a machine just like the tower that we saw in the city. It's absorbing ambient soul energy and preventing them from passing on to children. Instead of creating undead, it's grabbing them and preventing them from being put into living bodies, from creating new people. You and your companions take up your positions. You share a final look of affirmation between yourselves. They don't know your name and you don't know theirs, but you know you're doing the work of the gods together. None of the rest matters. Two carved bands of stone in the middle of the machine grind into motion. They rotate in opposite directions, picking up speed until they spin like freshly greased carriage wheels. A wind shrieks through the cavern, accelerating with the stone rings. You press your hands to your ears, grit your teeth against the noise. You're about to shut your eyes when you glimpse new movement. Rows of triangular flaps around the machine open like petals. You don't know what's happening in the machine, but you feel a tingling at your extremities. Searing pain spreads through your body, a hot knife separating every tissue and ligament within you. Ow. All the while it feels as if you're falling toward the machine, your stomach mashed against your spine. What happens next is too fast to process. You awaken from the vision to find yourself kneeling and gasping for air. Holding your head, you let the tiles between your knees gradually come into focus. As you catch your breath, you remember the strange scene you saw outside Silent Lease, where several robed figures fell amidst a howling bioac. Looking at the ash scattered across the cavern floor, it is apparently the leaden key. Apparently the leaden key has been doing this, whatever it is, all over the Deerwood. Yep, that's a bad scene. Can I turn the machine off? Something in the ether hums and buzzes through your teeth. Yeah. Well, that's a bad scene. The machine is activated, it looks like by sacrifice. Yeah. I'm just gonna swoosh right out the end here. Yeah. That's okay. Cool, okay, so let's see what my quest log says now. So I've completed that quest. I can go back and tell Lady Webb about it. And then I've got a couple of other quests in Twin Elms. So yeah, let's go back to the town. I'm gonna go back to the city and Defiance Bay and tell her about it. And we're gonna see if we get to Actor. Indiana Jones'd. My way out. I guess we'll see. Also, how did those... I mean, I guess they could have used the same entrance and exit that I did. Ah, there it is. The warriors turn as you exit the ruin, their painted faces betraying shock and anger. You were warned, Estremor. Oh, but... Fine. You know what? Screw you guys. Bunch of jerks.
Yeah.
Such tense tunes.
Leave it to me! Varathis! Varathis!
They're so mad. They were so mad that I was in their dungeon. But, like, what about the other guys? What about the leaden key? What about all those monsters? They didn't care about that. Well, whatever. Now I have all your stuff.
Hey. Seems real friendly.
I'm gonna just
My eyes are
sneak
peeled.
back over to that camp. I'm gonna take one more look around. And make sure I'm not missing anything. So I looted it, right? Yeah. Okay. Looks like, yeah, nobody there. That's fine. Hey, a dead guy. Hey, dead guy. A random freedom ring. Let freedom ring. Awesome. Tank's got 2 rings. Durant's got 2 rings. Let's give my character. Oh, I got 2 as well. Are they the same? What am I doing? No. Okay, good. Let's give Kana this other ring. Alright. Okay, let's go. Back to town. Is she in Brackenbury? I think so. Okay. Oh, I finished constructing my library. Now I can summon nerds to my castle. I guess we'll just do these in order. Actually, no. I want to do a totally pointless one. Yeah, the pool. Because it just looks nice. Alright, I'm gonna report in to my boss. Let her know what I've been doing. Dealer Umbra, thanks for resubscribing. I appreciate it. Your continued presence in Math Squad. Alright. So, I gotta go and talk to that lady, that creepy lady, Madam Web, or whatever her name is. Madam Web was the character from Spider-Man, the animated series, right? That's the one I keep getting her confused with. I mean, her name is Web, right? So, I think it's fair that I keep getting confused. But that's all I can think of. She's the only thing. Like, I just imagine that weird character from Spider-Man the animated series every time that I come to talk to her. Look at all these agents. Yeah, she is. Lady Webb.
How fares your search?
Something I can tell you about Leaden Key's operations.
Well, let's hear it.
They're manipulating a group of Ingwithan machines that span the country, seem to be causing the Hollowborn epidemic.
I had feared they might be involved in Widewind's legacy. It seemed too extreme even for them.
So extreme.
How naive I've been.
Yeah, they are XX extreme.
The Leaden Key's conspiracy is clear now. They have used Engwithan technology to engineer Widewind's legacy, and they want people to blame Animancy for it. As we speak, the Duke is holding hearings in the palace. He is listening to arguments for and against Animancy. When they finish, he is expected to decide whether to outlaw it. It seems the Leaden Key has been pushing Deerwood down this path for some time.
Okay, alright.
I, for one, would enjoy seeing their little scheme fouled up at the last moment. Our Duke must hear what you have to say. Unfortunately, the hearings are closed to the public.
Closed
Which makes
hearings.
the Duke
Bullshit.
inaccessible until they are completed. However, certain groups have been invited to attend. You might get in with one of them if you aren't above a little pandering. There are delegations from the Knights of the Crucible.
Okay.
The
So this is
Dozens,
the
and
part
from
where
House
I need to be a member of
If you can
one of
gain
these
the
groups.
support of one of those groups, that may be your best way in.
Excellent. Thank you. Thanks, lady. Let's go talk to the dozen, because I'm already kind of in with them. Yeah. Yeah, that's my plan. They're already my friends, so they should be able to get me access to that hearing. I hope. Fingers crossed. I bet you they're gonna force me to go on another quest. Can you imagine how tedious life would be if it were a game like this? So, like, okay, I need something from someone, so to do that, I'm going to have to go on, like, an adventure for that person. Like, this adventure-based economy just doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. But then, you know, I'm an adventurer, so... Yeah. So I've joined, I don't know if I've, like, officially joined the dozen, but I certainly have, like, pushed for influence on them. They're really the... and there's a lot of douchebags in this city, and I just happen to choose a group about them you know, that I could ally myself with. They're all lame, and I don't want to be friends with any of them, but you gotta kind of pick one. Otherwise, the game can't continue. So let's go talk to this guy. Here we go. So the dozens are part of the Animancy hearings at the Ducal Palace.
Someone's got to keep the blazing Crucible Knights from leading us all to ruin, and the Dominels certainly aren't doing their part. But Wolfgren's still a man of the people. He's always been sensible in other matters. He'll hear us out eventually.
That was easy. It'll be good to have you there under a banner. Someone's got to convince the Duke to abandon this folly. That was easy. So I guess if I hadn't done their quest already, I probably would have had to. Alright. So I don't have to work too hard for this one, hopefully. I just keep waiting to get ambushed by a long quest. Go, everybody, go. Look at him run. This quest would have been accomplished so much faster if I'd had a cell phone. Lady Webb, what's up? Oh, you want me to talk to this guy? Okay, hang on. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I need to get in that meeting. Okay, cool. Lady Webb, it's done. Solved. But instead,
right, then.
I have to hand deliver each message myself by walking to and from. Go faster. Somebody invent a magical telephone. It's tedious. Can I just email? Can I just CC these people? The dozens. Okay. Personally go upstairs. What if she wasn't home? What if she'd gone somewhere? Would I just, like, hang out at her house? People before mass instant communication must have spent so much time just being bored. I mean, I guess there's that whole trying to like survive thing and plying a craft or
How
whatever.
fares
But
your search?
let's discuss the animancy hearings.
What of them?
Yeah, I'm accepted.
Of all the groups, it is the dozens that the Duke fears most.
Good.
If you have their ear, you will most certainly have Avar's.
I want to have everybody's ears.
You need waste no more time here. Get to the palace. Make your case to the Duke. With him on our side, all of Deerwood can be mobilized against the Leaden Key, and Theos can be rooted out. I only wish I could be there to see it. There is a very old bottle of a very good brandy that I have been saving for a special day. If you hurry back after, there may be a little left for you.
Old lady gonna get turned up.
You're going to do very well in there.
Madam, if you save me some of that brandy, perhaps I'll give you some of these dank spores I found underground. Alright, go talk to the Duke and then get turned up with the old lady in celebration. That's a good deal. I can get behind that quest. Wouldn't that be awesome if there actually was like a side quest where you get to hang out and party with old lady Webb? I'd be pretty into it. Alright, so we need to go to the Duke's palace.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I'm venturing. Though I don't know if I'd want to hang out with Durance at a party. He doesn't sound like a good time. He just starts saying something. I wish that the game wouldn't interrupt the characters when I hit a map.
At the word of a heroic academic. You don't usually grace me with your flattery, priest. What merits this attention?
All Rawatai's history is war, same as everyone. If only the world were led by soft-hearted giants who waste their muscles stroking their own quills. Oh, wouldn't that be grand?
I'm content to remain a burr in your boots. But here, if you but stand on the docks, you can single-handedly ensure no one ever sails to the Deerwood again.
Good, sweet burn. Alright, we've completed Cleobon Relag. We have some ducal partying to do. I'm gonna save here, and we'll take a short break, and we'll return with the audience with the Duke